And we're back. Because I switched PCs! Yay! Switching PCs! I'm gonna go ahead and shut the other one down because there's really... Well, okay. Alright. That's all. That's gone. That's gone. Click this. And update and shut down so that can finish doing what it's doing. But we're back to work on the Special Operations Dropship. Because, yeah, I was doing it on the PC before this stream, and it was being a major pain. I like stud.io. I like that I have multiple different views that I could use, and then I also like that I have the ability to... Ow, 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 ow. That was just a weird pain off to the side of my chest. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, not fun. Ouch! Taking a breath makes it worse. Okay, I think we're all right now. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're better. So the other problem with thank you, Victos. The other problem with stud.io is that it just like it allows the illegal building techniques, and I don't want the illegal building techniques. Like, that's going to be helpful when I'm making guns and bolts and stuff, because then I don't have to like actually connect it to anything, and that'll be easier. But at the same time, like, not really. Oh man, I thought this was going to work out, but this is not actually going to work out the way that I thought it would. So now we got to find another way to do this. So we're going to save this, and then we're going to open up. No. Yeah, because the Leviathan that I did in downloads, I think I think it's normal wings. I want to make sure. It's just a lot of time-consuming work, guys. There's not too much special with the ads. So these wings are pretty normal wings. Okay. Ooh. I don't want to go with normal wings, to be honest. Delete that out. This should sit right there, right? So, as I was saying, stud.io is just like this huge pain in the ass to build with compared to LDD. I really want to use the program, don't get me wrong, because detailing on stud.io is going to be like far easier to do. But the general problem is it kind of sucks having to sit there and work through that kind of design. Like, in terms of user interface, it's probably one of the worst user interfaces I've ever used. But it's like a more traditional CAD program, which is what gets me, because if I was going into a 3D modeling field or something, that's the interface that those people use, and that's like bad. That interface is annoying to sit and deal with. Yet people do deal with it. It's not out of the ordinary. And that's kind of dumb, to be honest. That should not be the standard interface. So I think instead what we're going to do is basically inside of LDD make everything that we want, and then go to stud.io to kind of polish it all up the way that I want. Like, as you saw, I had an area here with the triangle on it on both sides, and then an area up here with some of the grill vent pieces. Just kind of break up the monotony of the white, because there is an absolutely large amount of white in this model. Now, come in and place these, or we can place the two versions of them. And connect them using something just so I can space them correctly. Just like so. So that's that. I'm going to put 2 on bottom, I think. Just like that. All right. So that's that. Now for the fun part, closing off this gap up here in some way, shape, or form. So if a 16 fit in there, then 2 of these larger pieces might fit in here, which is better. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to make this one. My original intent, as you probably saw from the what I originally was going to do, I was going to make it out of bricks and have it brick-based, but that doesn't seem like it's going to work. Just awkwardly. That pain in my chest is coming back. Yeah. Take a breath. Okay, we're okay. The original thing that I was going to do was that have it made out of like slopes that were turned this direction, and then have all the wing like just be this giant smooth slope. The problem with doing that is that actually doesn't work too well, because the angle that I want the wings to be doesn't exist if I do it that direction. So I can't do it like that, unfortunately. So I don't really know how to do these now without kind of like messing it up in a sense. We're going to put a 4x10 here and actually let's delete this. We'll replace it with a 4x8. This here. this here. Yeah, man, but you should pay attention in class if you're in class. Class is good for your health. Get you a well-paying job so you can afford those Legos, because Legos are expensive. We should be able to use the upside down bow slopes right here. And then that won't get, that'll get in the way of the door. Because up on top of these pieces are supposed to be flat pieces, so should give this just a little bit of breathing room. Which means we should do 3s. You do need the math in Lego. Mathing in Lego is actually pretty important. There's a lot of math involved, especially when you get into sideways building and using all sorts of just really weird building techniques. Like, understanding the Lego system brick is really helpful, because if you do, you can do a lot more with the brick than just standard stuff. Calculus? Are you asking when you're going to use calculus in life? Well, the whole degree thing that I'm working with right now, like going through hinge pieces like this, when they're in the circle form, I kind of wish I remembered the circle chart and how to convert things and angles and everything. The really big chart that they make you memorize at the beginning of calculus, I kind of actually do want to go back and memorize that, because that thing would probably really help in these situations where I want to rotate things around, but I don't know the degrees that they're at. Like, because this side might say 45 degrees, but when I get on this side, it's going to be in a completely different like quadrant of the circle. And it would be nice to be able to actually do that properly, if that makes any sense. Now, never. Something cool about stud.io is because it's by the people who make Bricklink. It auto connects to the Bricklink servers, and then it tells you whether or not the pieces you're using are available in real life or not. And turns out a lot of the pieces that I'm using aren't available, which is kind of weird, because you would think, such basic white pieces would be available in a lot of different colors, but that is not the case, apparently, which is a little disappointing. I expected more pieces in white, to be honest. I like this in terms of coming in and closing off the back of this. Actually, let's make this a vent piece. And then we can make it a dark gray. And actually have this on the other side, a red. They're out on the lake again, wakeboarding like they were yesterday. They're listening to a completely different genre of music, which is fine. It's just so cold. Like, I know for a fact that they have to be wearing wetsuits. I should probably go look. It's been like a foggy morning. Literally all morning. We have a dense fog advisory until 10 today. Well, it's 10:30 now, but I have the window open and the my fan turned off. That's how like cold it is right now. Boom, that goes on like that. Looks good. Let's change up how the front actually works into something more unique. Take this as an opportunity to just add a little bit of class, a little bit of flair, if you would. So we do something like that, and then we cap it off with something like this. Then put down this and that. No, we'll delete that out. We'll put 1, 2, 1, 2. Switch to a dark gray. Make that a red, make this a red. For the sake of, you can probably see it. I guess you really can't. Put this here, put that there, put this here, put that there. Just like so. And then we delete this and delete that. Right? Let's go back to white. Slide this here and there. Should be able to slide this back here, back there. Not where I wanted that to go. Who's my favorite operator in Rainbow Six Siege? I've talked about this a little bit before. It depends really. Some days I'm not having like a really good time aiming or something, and an operator with an LMG becomes my favorite operator, and then other days I'm having easy time aiming, so someone who's a little bit more difficult becomes my favorite operator. In general though, I really like the Chinese operators, and I really like the Spanish operators. So Mira, Jackal, Legion, Ying. That's just a little bit of an extra detail on the wing that would help this model stand out just a little bit. I like it. Alright, now what? I kind of don't know how I wanted to really do. We're going to just kind of drag this one down one to give us a little bit of space to work with and build off of. But I really didn't know how I wanted to do the full wing. Let's set up a basic shape for the wing. We're going to use these pieces, which is the same pieces that they use on the real model. Which I think are ultimately fine. None of this should be connected because we're just trying to work on getting a basic understanding of what these are going to look like. Let's take it one more and see where we get. I think 4 is fine. But I think what we can do is a little bit of downturn at the end. I think that's good. For where the engine is going, it's gonna sit in the wing in that area, and the pieces that I wanted to use to kind of add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 studs should be fine. Those were going to be the pieces that I used there, because that'll be interesting, and I think overall visually exciting. Let's come in underneath this and add in some flooring. I think the interesting part about this is that this will actually be, because of how it's built, some of it will actually be built in odd stud lengths and not even stud lengths. I think that's something pretty interesting about it. Slide this in here where it's supposed to go. Looks like so. Is there something that I want to do here? I don't want it to be just this plain big flat slab of something sitting here, right? So is there kind of a design that we could use? Maybe something in cockpits? Perhaps no, because cockpits are going to be all even studded. I don't want evens. I already looked in there. Why would I open it again? definitely not there. We could probably do a little bit of greebling detail. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, maybe a compartment that opens. I don't know what I would put inside of it at all, but I like the idea of having something that opens here. Hmm. I like that. And then only, ooh, that's weird. Green and red. That's weird. I'm in green right now. It's kind of weird. Only 4 out of these 5 are going to open because not all of them are attached. That seems to be an issue. We can fix that though. So if we just have to connect all this together. Like so. Right, that should fix that problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. But how and why are you not doing what I need you to do anymore? Are you connected to something you're not supposed to be connected to? Yeah, okay. But you should be able to open. Of course you're connected to everything. So there's no possibility that you can be connected to anything you're not supposed to, as well as you. But what about you? Yeah, there's nothing that you can be connected to. Let's delete this out. And this. You're still not opening? Why do you refuse? Is it because you aren't connected to anything? Are you flipping out on me because of that? Because you're not grounded to the rest of the model? No. Hmm. See, that bothers me because I really want to see this open up. But it isn't. Well, let's hide it all. And then that gives us a maximum of 2 studs, I believe, worth of space to use on the inside of it, which is, it's pretty much nothing in Lego terms, but we can still use it in some way, shape, or form. So if I was a commander in the Republic Army and I had a somewhat of a space on my ships that wasn't being used in the wings, what would I put there? That would be beneficial in fighting or something. Yeah, I really don't know what it is. We're just gonna leave it be for now. So the one in the middle should have actually an extended amount of space. It should be able to fit at least that, not a stud higher. Yeah, so We fit that there, and then this is only 2 studs high. Where am I using the 1x6s at? Clarify where to use the 1x6s. Please and thank you. I wonder if we can delete all of that out. Maybe even that. How interesting is that? If that opens up, then that can't be the problem. Oh, $10 says that I just crashed LDD. Oh, I didn't. All right, good. Let's go ahead and save this. Version 16. If this works, just like this, then it's the fact that I'm using multiple ones of these. That's what it doesn't like. So now we know. So to kind of clear it off, can you open it still? Yes. Okay. Thank you. And then to just kind of come through and close this, we'll just use one of these. Just like so. And now that should do just fine on its own. Boom. Now we can open up our little wing access hatch thing and detail the inside of it now, since I've gone through and fixed that. Yeah, so I have 2 studs worth of space and then 1 stud here, and I still don't know what to put there. Like I said, if I was a general of the Republic Army, that hurt a lot. Oh gosh. While stretching, I closed my jaw really awkwardly. And just like, my teeth grinded together in a really weird way. And none of those are going to do what I want them to do. We just do like small mechanical details. So I should backtrack this. paint this back, and then group all this together. So this should all be connected to one another. We should be able to create a group. Should be able to add this, add it to the group, and then hide this group, and we're good. Okay, so let's delete this out. If I wanted to take and put one of these in here, would it fit? The answer is yes. Would this fit on top of it? The answer is no. But we already knew that. We were just testing to make sure. If I wanted to put this in, you would fit there. That I find to be okay. Can you? No. If I put you here, and then I did these, do you fit there? The answer is also no. So let's just get rid of you. Is there another piece that we could use that's corrugated? Some way, shape, or form. If we take these flower pieces, bracelet as I call it, and say we turn one of these into I really can't turn them. Okay. Oh, we're not turning them then. Two of those going this way. And then Jedi lightsaber won't fit between those? Oh, because... Alright, never mind. Let's grab you instead, because you'll do what I want you to. Cool. Just have like a mechanical detail pipe doing something like that. And then off to the side, again, we only have 2 studs worth of space. So let's do this like so. Backside here, just add a cheese slope just for S's in it. G's. That like that. And then have ooh, those don't fit there? Ooh, interesting. Did not realize that wasn't going to work. Ooh, and these might actually impede it as well. They don't seem to be, which is good. Yeah, I figured that illegal building technique wouldn't work. Should have known, should have known. Let's do this here and follow it up with those. Then that. Like so. And that'll be a nice little small mechanical detail in the wings. Just like that. Let's move this section of the wing on out. Make these the required red. I guess it's not really required, it just makes sense to make it red. Line that on out like that. Boom. Just like that. Okay. So for the next part, I was going to add that by this, then do that basically. This. If I do that, and then I came out and down, that should do that. Now then will this fit here? I don't speak Russian, and my girlfriend isn't home right now. So I'm sorry, but I'm not able to understand you, like at all. I could try Google Translate, but the Google Translate track record is pretty bad from my understanding. So I'm sorry, but I cannot understand you. how bad would it look if I just kind of chop this right in. Pretty bad. I think I went through all that work down here for no reason, because I can just delete that out now, because I no longer need it. Paste that in, place this back up here, this on around, put this in like so. Thank you. I really appreciate that. How old am I? 21. Actually just turned 21 not too long ago. This month. So, I'm not too old. I'm definitely not the oldest in the building community either, in case you're curious about that. Oh no, this won't work because this is right there. No. Could have had this like really nice curve. But now I can't. Because that's in the way. Like big time in the way. But that's like super important. Yeah, 21. Plan to end stream pretty soon as well, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I wasn't really intending on streaming too long today. Just wanted to get some of the wing design up and out of the way. Which I think is been accomplished. Have these be like super, super long. Better question is, would that look good if they were that long? I think they would. Oh no, 41 is quite a long ways away. That's a whole nother 20 years of life that I have to go through. Yeah, that's a long, long time from now. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this front air intake, and then after that, we're gonna end stream. I'm thinking we could use something like this. Fictol's logo guns? No, I don't think maybe I have. Honestly, can't remember. I think I copied and pasted your name into another Google tab and then did it. But like I said, I don't remember. I have a really bad memory, though. Ooh, that's right. That's not going to fit because that's slightly off. So we have to get it back on in order to do something like that. If we do this here, followed by this here, that's now back on. Then we can oh, where's the other one I use? And then across like so. I think that where we want to be. I would do something like that. All right, and then thank you, appreciate it. I'm trying my best. Like I said though, we're gonna basically just kind of wrap this on up and then head on out. I'm kind of pretty hyped to watch more Star Wars: The Clone Wars before I have to go to work, and then I'll probably catch a nap in there somewhere beforehand as well. Yes, Star Wars: The Clone Wars. It's on Netflix. if you would like to watch it. It's a really, really good series. I highly recommend it. I did, yeah, I'm a little disappointed as well, I'll be honest with you. I really liked Rebels, but I stopped watching it because it just um, I basically I don't think I have Disney XD anymore on my cable provider because they got greedy or whatever you want to call it. So I can't watch them anymore, which really sucks. Um, and I really want to because I know for a fact there's like so many like answers to questions and it's supposed to be like a really, really good story. But I haven't been able to because, like I said, my provider got greedy. You're watching any other shows? No, not right now. I generally speaking, what happens is I watch one show, I binge through all of it, and then I come back for another show. Um, but after this, I don't really know what I will be watching. My girlfriend just finished watching Magus Bride, and she said that that was really, really good. So I might end up watching that next. I'm not entirely sure. Generally speaking, if she finds something to be really good, that's a hint that we're going to watch it together. So that's a definite possibility of something that we might watch next. So I don't entirely like the look of this. Seems a little flat on top, but I will file save as 16.1 and then end it with that for now. I've heard a lot of good things about Stranger Things. The problem is I really don't watch a lot of more Western shows. Western shows tend to actually be really, really bad. If you delve into the world of Eastern shows in terms of anime in particular, anime just tells a lot more different stories, and I think a lot of them do it better than Western shows. There's quite literally, I think only like 4 or 5 Western shows that I'm really involved in, right? So if you want to take like a distinguish, I have seen The Walking Dead, yes, but I stopped watching it because they stopped really going between the comics. So I haven't kept up with The Walking Dead. Anyhow, if you take a look at like what modern Cartoon Network is playing right now, it's a lot of Teen Titans Go, which is just it's garbage. And then if you take a look at what they play in Japan, you look at it and you go, wow, that was good. Um, in particular, if you guys are really looking for something really nice to watch, I highly recommend Psychopass. Psychopass is a really deep philosophical anime, and it's not something that you would ever really see here in the United States. And because of that, it it becomes this more next generation thing where it really grows into what it's supposed to be. So yeah, that's the end of stream though. So I'll see you guys later another time. We can talk about this next stream whenever that may be. So see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos.